Hello, everybody. This is Bill from EOT Pro, and I wanted to explain to you my opinion of some of the things that you need to understand to become a successful trader. And I mean some general broad stroke concepts. And it wasn't until I understood what I'm about to explain to you, it wasn't until I understood this that I really became a successful trader. I think that what I'm about to tell you is really, really, really important. And you hear people talking about it all the time, but people don't really understand what it is that it is when I say statistical probabilities. Statistical probabilities and understanding and accepting statistics is the secret to being successful in the market, in my opinion. Well, Bill, what do you mean statistical probabilities? Okay, let me explain. Um, we can't tell the future. Nobody can see into the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen 1 minute, 30 seconds, 5 seconds, or 1 second from now. Nobody knows. All of your analysis could say the market is going to go up and then the market comes down. Boy, wouldn't it be fun if we could tell the future? Wouldn't it be fun if we could? Whew, we'd all be really rich, wouldn't we? Even if we could see 5 seconds into the future, that would be absolutely fantastic. But we can't. We can't see into the future. So if we can't see into the future, how do we trade the stock market? The stock market seems to be random. The price moves in random ways. And if price moves in a random manner, how can we trade it? It doesn't make any sense at all if you look at it that way. We can't see into the future. We don't know what's going to happen. We have a random set of data. Well, can't be done. Can't be done. Yes, it can. Because what we do is we look into the past. We look into the past and we see what happened in the past. When this happens, when this happens and this happens and this happens all at the same time, there is a statistical chance that the market will move in the direction, in this case, long. When certain criteria exist, the market will move 80% chance or 70% chance or whatever it is in the direction that you're trying to go. Okay? We use what's happened in the past to try to predict what's going to happen in the future with some statistical probabilities. Again, it's, 70 to 80% chance that the market's going to move in your direction. And so, what we need to do is we need to pick and choose those areas very carefully. We need to do the same thing all of the time. We need to do the same thing all of the time. When we get into the market, we need to get in exactly when all those criteria are met. Simply, that's what these arrows do. That's what these arrows do. These arrows are telling us when those criteria are met. And when I have an arrow, and when it's not choppy, and when it's the first arrow after a color change, I get in. I get long. I get in. I trade those criteria over and over and over and over again. I don't deviate from my criteria. And because I don't deviate from my criteria, I am riding the statistical probability wave. I don't know if this trade is going to win or it's going to lose. I don't know if the market's going to go up or going down. It doesn't matter. Because if I do the same thing all of the time, I am on that statistical probability wave. I want to be on the wave. I want to be riding the statistical probabilities. Now, let me tell you what I used to do. I used to change the indicators on my chart all the time. I had CCI and MACD and RSI and stochastics and momentum and Bollinger Bands and Keltner Bands and this and that and time series forecast, all of that crap. And I used to change it all of the time. And I'd do a little bit of research at night and I'd go, the CCI is set at 14, but if I would have had it set at 16, honey, come over here. Look at how many trades we would have won if I had the CCI set at 16. So the next day I go into the market, I have the CCI set at 16, and I lose my butt. And I go, ah, stupid CCI. I'm going to take it off my chart. I'm going to put on the CCI adaptive. I'm going to put on the CCI adaptive, the ECAM CCI. I'm going to put on this, and it's adaptive. It's got to work. Honey, come look. And so you see what I was doing? I was constantly changing the indicators on my chart. I was not on the statistical probability wave. My analysis when I was a newbie and changing the indicators on my chart all of the time was random. I might as well just be going to my dome and entering in an order and might as well close my eyes because that's what I was doing. I had random analysis, random entries, random exits. I had no idea what I was doing. I was not on the statistical probability wave. I did not do the same thing all of the time. I was randomly picking and choosing indicators and randomly entering the market. And and that is wrong. That is dead wrong. If you want to lose money, change the indicators on your chart every day. If you want to lose money, use the stuff that's built into the platforms. If you want to lose money, do the things that all the newbie traders have done. I did it for 4 years. I'm not afraid to tell you that I changed the indicators on my chart every day for 4 years in a row. I did. Until I realized after losing account after account after account after account. And then I realized, wait a minute, maybe I'm doing something wrong. It took me 4 years to get it. It took me 4 years to get that I was doing something wrong. Maybe I'm a slow learner. I don't know. Maybe I'm a slow learner. Until I realized that I better streamline what I'm doing and I better start doing the opposite of what I was doing. I was watching CNBC. I turned off Maria Bartiromo. I was changing the indicators on my chart 24/7. I stopped changing the indicators on my chart. I had 300 indicators on my chart and I had price squished up at the top corner. I stopped that. Now price is 3/4 of my screen. I was looking at so many indicators, I had no idea what the heck a signal was because the indicators were conflicting with one another. I stopped that. Now I have one entry signal, super clean chart, really, really nice. And now I ride the statistical probability wave by doing the same thing all of the time, over and over and over and over. That is the secret to trading. That is what you need to understand. I hope that helped because it wasn't until I understood that it really got through to me and I really turned my trading around. Thanks very much for listening to me, everybody. Take care.